You ever notice how some people seem to have all the time in the world while you're drowning in tasks? Here's the thing. They're not working harder than you. They're not waking up at 4 a.m. or running on some superhuman discipline. They just know a few simple tricks that save them hours every single week. And I'm talking zero effort here. No complex systems, no life overhauls. Just 7 ridiculously simple hacks that'll give you back the time you didn't even know you were losing. Let's get into it. Alright, first one. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. I know that sounds almost too simple, but hear me out. How many times have you seen an email, thought I'll reply later, and then spent the next 3 days with that mental weight hanging over you? Or you walk past that dish in the sink and tell yourself you'll get it later, and then it becomes a whole pile by the end of the week. Here's why this saves time. Every time you delay a small task, your brain has to remember it. You waste energy thinking about it, feeling guilty about it, and eventually doing it anyway when it's become a bigger problem. When you just knock it out in 2 minutes or less, it's done. Your mind is clear. You're not carrying around this invisible backlog of tiny tasks that drain your mental energy. So how do you apply this? Starting today, catch yourself when you're about to put something off. Ask yourself, will this take less than 2 minutes? If yes, just do it. Reply to that text, hang up that jacket, schedule that appointment. You'll be shocked how much lighter you feel and how much time you save by not constantly managing these little mental tabs. Now, before we jump into hack number 2, quick thing. If you're loving the idea of creating more time freedom in your life, maybe to start a side hustle or finally work on that project you keep putting off, check out the Side Hustles 101 ebook in the description below. It's packed with practical ways to turn your extra time into actual income streams. All right, let's keep going. Here's something most people get wrong. They spread their small tasks throughout the entire day. Check email at 9 a.m., again at 11, again at 2, again at 4. Make phone calls randomly whenever they remember. The problem is, every time you switch tasks, your brain needs time to refocus. That switching cost adds up to hours every week. Instead, batch similar tasks together. Set 2 specific times to check and respond to emails. Maybe 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Dedicate 30 minutes on Tuesday afternoon to make all your phone calls for the week. Do all your meal prep on Sunday instead of cooking from scratch every single night. Group your errands so you're not making 5 separate trips to 5 different stores. Why does this work? Because your brain gets into a rhythm. When you're in email mode, you blast through emails way faster than if you're jumping between emails and reports and calls. When you're in errand mode, you plan an efficient route and knock everything out in one shot. Try this tomorrow. Pick one type of task that you currently do scattered throughout the day and batch it into 1 or 2 dedicated time blocks. You're going to get that same work done in half the time. This one's a game changer. How much time do you spend rewriting the same types of messages, documents, or explanations over and over? Whether it's work emails, client updates, social media posts, or even text messages to schedule things, you're probably recreating the wheel constantly. Create templates? Seriously, have a template for common emails you send. Have a template for meeting agendas. Have copy-paste responses saved in your Notes app for questions you get asked all the time. Have a meal plan template for your weekly groceries. Even have template text messages for common situations, like scheduling hangouts or declining invitations politely. This saves time because you're not starting from zero every single time. You customize the template slightly for each situation, but the structure and most of the words are already there. What used to take you 10 minutes now takes 2. Set aside 30 minutes this weekend. Think about what you do repeatedly. Write out 3 to 5 templates for your most common tasks. Save them somewhere easy to access. Every time you use one of these templates, you're banking minutes that add up to hours every month. All right, this one's about protecting your time before you even have to manage it. Most people are terrible at saying no. Someone asks if you can help with something, attend something, join something, and you say yes even though you don't really have the time or energy. Then you spend hours doing something that doesn't move your life forward at all. Here's the shift. Start treating your time like money. Would you give someone $50 just because they asked? Probably not. So why give them 3 hours of your Saturday? Every yes to something that doesn't matter is a no to something that does. The strategic no doesn't mean being rude or unhelpful. It just means being selective. When someone asks for your time, pause. Ask yourself, does this align with my priorities? Is this something I actually want to do? If the answer is no, or even maybe, you can say something like, I appreciate you thinking of me, but I'm not able to commit to that right now. Most people respect honesty, and the ones who don't aren't people you need to be spending time on anyway. Practice saying no to one thing this week that you would normally say yes to out of obligation. Feel how much lighter your schedule gets. This one takes literally 5 minutes before bed, but saves you at least 30 minutes every morning. Set up everything you need for the next day the night before. Lay out your clothes, pack your bag, prep your breakfast, or at least know exactly what you're having. Write down your top 3 priorities for tomorrow. If you work from home, set up your workspace so it's ready to go. Why does this save so much time? Because decision fatigue is real. In the morning, your brain is still waking up. If you have to figure out what to wear, what to eat, what to work on first, you burn through willpower and waste time on decisions that don't matter. Every decision you make in the morning is one less decision you can make well later in the day. When you set things up the night before, your morning runs on autopilot. You wake up, and the path is already clear. You're not standing in front of your closet for 10 minutes. You're not staring into the fridge wondering what to eat. You just execute. Try it tonight. Spend 5 minutes before bed prepping for tomorrow. Set out your outfit, decide on breakfast. Write your top 3 tasks on a sticky note. Watch how much smoother your morning flows. Here's a truth that'll change how you work. 80% of your results come from 20% of your effort. That means most of what you do every day isn't actually moving the needle. You're spending time on tasks that feel productive but don't create real outcomes. Start identifying what actually matters. In your work, what are the 1 or 2 activities that directly lead to success? In your personal life, what are the relationships or habits that genuinely make you happy? Focus obsessively on that 20%. Let the other 80% either get done quickly, get delegated, or not get done at all. This saves massive time because you stop spending hours on low-impact activities. You stop perfectionism on things that don't need to be perfect. You stop saying yes to projects that sound good but don't align with your actual goals. Do this exercise. List out everything you did yesterday. Now, honestly ask yourself, which of these things actually created value? Circle those. That's your 20%. This week, see if you can spend more time on the circled items and less time on everything else. You'll get better results in less time. Last one, and this is where technology becomes your best friend. Any task you do more than once a week, see if you can automate it or systematize it. Set up automatic bill payments so you're not manually paying things every month. Use grocery delivery or pickup so you're not wandering the aisles. Set recurring calendar events for regular tasks so you don't have to remember them. Use apps that sync your notes, reminders, and schedules across all your devices. Even simple things like setting up auto-replies for common questions, using keyboard shortcuts on your computer, or having a cleaning schedule that rotates tasks so you're not deep cleaning everything at once. The goal is to remove the need to think about or manually do repetitive tasks. This might take an hour to set up initially, but then it saves you hours every single week after that. It's an investment that pays dividends forever. And most of this stuff is free or very cheap. Pick one repetitive task this week. Research if there's a way to automate it or create a simple system around it. Set it up once, benefit forever. So, there you have it. 7 stupid simple hacks that'll give you back hours every single week. Do tasks under 2 minutes immediately. Batch similar activities together. Create templates for repetitive work. Get strategic about saying no. Set up your next day the night before. Focus on the 20% that actually matters, and automate anything you do repeatedly. You don't need to do all 7 of these tomorrow. Honestly, just pick one. Try it for a week. See how much time you save. Then add another one. Small changes compound into massive results when you stick with them. And hey, if you're thinking about what to do with all that extra time you're about to have, check out that Side Hustles 101 ebook in the description. Tons of ways to turn your newfound time into actual income. If this was helpful, smash that like button and subscribe for more practical content that actually works. No fluff, no extreme routines, just real strategies for real people. I'll see you in the next one.